everyone, it is me again. I'm doing a video review for a doll that I'm actually quite excited about. I tend to talk a lot about Hujoos, which are ball jointed dolls made of ABS, which is a lot cheaper than resin, but just as much fun as resin ball jointed dolls. Today I'm going to show you a doll that I actually kind of sneak previewed earlier on my YouTube channel and on my blog. This is Freyr. Freyr is a Hujoo. He is sold at the Junky Spot. He's exclusive to Junky Spot. And he is essentially a male anthro to match the female anthro that they came out with a few months ago named Freya. So let's get to some of the details about him. He's 23 centimeters tall, same size as Freya, his female counterpart. This guy would wear 18mm eyes. The eyes I have on my doll, they're a little smaller, they're probably 16mm. The eyes on the white version I think might be 20mm. I just want to do a quick comparison on the Freya and the Freyr. Freya is here in my left hand, Freyr is on my right. So you'll see a few key differences in their faces. You'll notice their eyes are different. Freya has quite large eyes, whereas Freyr's is slightly more, narrow. It's more of a narrow gaze. You'll see there's differences in the chin and cheek area, which is awesome because theoretically they could have just put the same face mold on a male body and called it a day, but they actually took the effort to create some new molds. Another key thing to note is that these do not come with face-ups. You do have to do your own face-up for them. I'm going to take his shirt off so you can kind of see what his chest looks like. Obviously, Freya was a girl. This guy is definitely a guy. So you can kind of see it here. He has a joint in his waist so he can go forwards and backwards like so. There's a knob pretty much where the neck meets the head mold. So sometimes you will see that. Like if I tried to turn his head at a funky angle, you're going to see this big ridge around his neck. You don't notice it when it's straight on, and if you position it just right, you really don't notice, but sometimes it just looks a little funny. His knees have a 2-click function here. You can twist his knee there, you can twist his knee there, which is actually kind of cool as well, because I have my dolls sitting a lot, so I like that I don't always have to see some exposed portion of the knee. The interesting thing about Hujoos is that they click into place, so you'll see these lines here. You'll hear the clicks, and that kind of sets their body up. It knows that it's supposed to be in this position to sit, and then to get it back to standing, you just click it back into space, into its spot, which is actually kind of awesome. I've switched my light gray Freyr up for the white version. The white version is pretty much paper white. So originally, when Freya came out a few months ago, her head cap was really hard. Hujoo uses a series of pegs that you essentially line up the pegs and you push the head on and you take the head off, as opposed to magnets or anything like that. But Freya's head cap was terrible to try to get off and put on. I love that Junky Spot listened to all the people that had this issue, and they've changed the head cap so it stays on. It took a grand total of maybe 4 minutes. It went on super smooth. I am so happy because that was my biggest complaint with Freya, was the head cap was just a pain in the neck. And this one is practically perfect. Just like Freya, the Freyrs pose really well. You'll see right now they're standing on their own. Their limbs, the arm on the white one its wrist is going in a different direction from the elbow. They're holding their poses. They aren't slouching. So that's awesome. So for photo shoots, these guys are highly recommended. One thing to notice is that in my light gray guy, I gave him a face up that was really dark, but what you'll be getting is this light gray color. What you do not see on these Freyas, but what is included, is they do come with tails. The tails have 2 really super powerful magnets. Overall, I'm super happy with this Hujoo release. I like the anthros a lot, and you buy an anthro that's made of resin and it's hundreds and thousands of dollars, and it's just, they're so small, but the Hujoo ones, they're made well, they pose really well, their faces are adorable, and they're easy to customize, and they're a fraction of the cost of the ones that are made of resin. So I love that. The only thing I would change, honestly, is maybe I would figure out how to make it look less weird if the cat's tilting his head left or right. Maybe to make this little knob in the neck a little smaller. But that's such a small thing because it's easy to kind of play with and kind of fix. I'm hoping that Junky Spot continues making anthros like this, and maybe not just cats, but maybe something like bunnies or puppy dogs or something. I mean, my mom and I were discussing and we thought a bunny would look adorable. And I'm sure that Junky Spot and Hujoo could pull off an adorable looking bunny anthro. So if you have any questions on Freyr, let us know. You can leave a comment down below. You can write a comment on my blog, Confessions of a Doll Collector's Daughter. I would love to hear your thoughts, and if you have any questions. You'll see all the links to my various websites below, and also you will see Junky Spot's address down below as well. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!